Right now, black women in America have an average median net worth of 5 solitary dollars. And that should really piss you off because guess what? Not only do we have the lowest net worth, but we also are the most educated demographic in the country, period, hands down. And that's something to be proud about. But we gotta ask ourselves, why is it that our bank account, our net worth, it's not reflecting our education? But that doesn't just go for black women, because guess what? All women in America right now make 75 cents on the dollar to men. Now, it definitely varies by demographic, but overall, women are making 75 cents to every male dollar, and that means that we have to be intentional with every dollar that we're bringing into our financial ecosystem. So if anybody was wondering why I wanted to create a brand called Gotta Stay, and remember that means the goddess in me recognizes and acknowledges the goddess in you, and why I wanted to create a brand that focused particularly on empowering women, it is because women are some of the most phenomenal, incredible, generous beings on the planet, and yet we feel underappreciated and we're underpaid, period, point blank. And so I want to make sure that the money that we do get, we're using it wisely, because we could very easily say that there is a system that's built against us, and that would be true. We could look at overall what's happening in America and it would point to injustices towards women. But what I want you to ask yourself is, how are you keeping your purse? How are you managing your money? Every single time that you spend money on something that you don't need, something that is a non-essential, you're sentencing yourself to a lifetime of poverty. Now don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. And I'm interested and committed to you having the financial life and the financial future that you want for yourself. But it definitely is going to take something. And I've noticed that it's so easy to be a victim. It's so easy to notice that the system is stacked against us and that it's not fair. But that's not going to put money in your bank account. One of my favorite quotes is talks about speaking truth to power. It doesn't talk about speaking truth to truth. Because the reason I love it is because what is going to empower you, what's going to give you the power to change your circumstances, that's what you want to speak to. And so what I want you looking at, yes, women make 75 cents to every male dollar, but guess what? Also, 40% of women in marriages are out earning their husbands. Guess what? Women hold the purse in most marriages. Women have $15 trillion buying power in America. So there's a difference between this cash flow and the net worth. So at some point, somebody got some money somewhere to have a $15 trillion net worth. How? I really don't know. But the question is, why isn't it ending up in our bank accounts? Now, this is true for people in America across the board. We are mismanaging our money and then complaining when we don't have enough. And I don't blame you, because there are some very serious policy changes that need to happen so that the rich don't keep getting richer and the middle class is disappearing into poverty. We definitely need to do something about that. And if, as I'm talking, you're thinking about, well, Tasha, what about this policy and what about that? And don't you know that they did this to us? If that's what you're thinking, then what I need you to do is consider a career in politics or policy, because those are very real issues and we need somebody at the forefront legislating on behalf of women. However, until those legislative changes take place, we have to be the ones that are responsible for our pocketbooks, because guess what? Our money isn't just for us. We're taking care of children. We're taking care of families. We're nurturing the world. We need women in positions of power to create a balance there where there is very obviously a gross imbalance right now. So I want you thinking about a couple things I've said all over the place. Number one, how can you contribute on a global scale, on a national scale? What could you offer and contribute to the world of politics and policy, because we absolutely need women at the forefront? But number two, take a look at what you are doing personally and intimately with your finances. What can you be responsible for? How can you take the money that you get and use it and maximize it and make it grow, right? That's what you have to be accountable for. Because while there are certainly so many different levels and layers to think about our personal finances from. The one that matters most is the one that's going to get you results right now in your bank account. And what that means is being a good steward of every single dollar that comes to you. And I need you looking at, right, if women have a $5 to $15 trillion buying power, I need you asking yourself, where is that money going? What am I doing with it? Am I being a good steward of the resources that are given to me? There are absolutely injustices that are happening, but guess what? There are absolutely places where you have the power to take control of your finances, make a change, and put money in your bank account regardless of what your situation is, regardless of what your circumstances are. I'm not going to look at you be a victim. I'm not going to say woe is you. I'm going to look at you as the powerful person that you are. You literally have the power to create life. So with that being said, there's so much creativity living inside of you, so much opportunity for growth, and that's what I want to speak to. So if you don't take anything else away from this conversation today, I want you to know that I'm speaking to women specifically because I am interested and committed that you have everything that you need to build the financial future that you want. And I'm clear that nobody is going to be able to stand in your way when you get serious about what it is that you want to create for yourself. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I'll be with you next time. Mwah. Bye.